Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I've been busy lately, so I'm going to do a video guide instead of my typical writing. This video is unscripted, so apologies for many frequent pauses. And I'm gonna try my best to do a breakdown of all 20 rounds, waves. I can't remember my own fucking terminology, that doesn't matter. From 150 to 170. And so you can expect frequent pauses as I try to explain things. I'm gonna take a couple of buffs just to make sure I can actually focus on explaining things to you guys rather than actually trying to play the game. Alrighty. Okay. So right off the bat in 150, what you're gonna have in this corner here, as you can already see, is a bunch of these undead fucks. And over here, you're gonna get those Wendigo spirit thingies, right? And what I tend to do is I take out these guys because they're slow before letting these dudes here blink to me, right? And as you can see that the moment that happens, this spawn here, which is another group of undead assholes, have already made their way to the middle of the map. And why that's important is because there are also a bunch of those overgrown cactuses, plant thingies, which you have to kill in order to progress to the next wave, right? So you can see, right? And right now, by doing that, I've allowed everything to kind of clump up here, which allows me to clear that wave as quickly as I can. Alright, so 152. Okay, I don't quite remember. I know for a fact that there's going to be a bunch of those plant things spawning here again. And I think they're going to be, yep, these little basilisk things here. And okay, so right now, this skull guy is that giant massive ghost crab thing. Another alternate spawn which can happen here is actually is it Flesh Weaver Krieg? I think that's him. Yeah, the ether fuck basically, right? So the thing about this wave, and which really slows down a lot of Crucible pilots, is the frequent stuns, petrifies, and freezes, especially from this bunch here, right? So what's gonna, as I'm gonna play, you're gonna see a bunch of more ghost crabs, and what they do is they freeze things. Okay, so right, frozen, right. So you can see I'm getting frozen quite a bit again, right? So the way to counter that actually is to fight on this platform here. Oh crap, it's starting next week. But yes, to fight on this platform here. So what happens then is the ghost crabs there will actually kind of sit here and try and attack you, but this fence here actually provides you cover. So you don't get frozen, and all those melee things will come funneling towards you, which should set you up for a pretty nice kill zone. And once you get rid of those scrubs, you know, take out those assholes there. There are also plants. There will also be plants which grow in the middle, which again you have to kill. Okay, round 153 is particularly important because round 154 is where you get your first nemesis spawn. Right. So the way this thing works is, I wonder if I can. Oh, I can't open my map. Okay, but anyway, the way this works here is that you get a bunch of undead here, these like skeletal revenants and stuff, and they are pretty slow. So I make it a point to kill them first. And again, why I kill slow things first is because it allows other things to congregate in the middle, so I can maximize my AoE damage, right? As you can see, the spawn camp here, the moment I'm paused, you're going to see it's a bunch of Wendigos. And when I'm attacking these skeletal assholes here, the Wendigos have already hauled ass and are now clumped up here as well. Okay, I hope I don't die. Okay, right? You can see these Wendigos guys here. Perfect. Okay, so I've cleared out half the wave right now. And right now you can see there are a couple of humans which can spawn here. They can heal, I think. And you can also occasionally get like your golems which move really slowly. So now the way you kind of try and deal with slow moving monsters is to blink or to blitz, in my case, I guess, to the periphery to take them out first, all the while making the fast moving monsters follow you, right? So you're basically like the Pied Piper, right? So I'm gonna go there, kill this Death Revenant. Right, I can see the Ghost Revenant there, and this guy too. He's slow. Nice. And now everything else is kind of clumped in the middle, so I can make short work off. Okay, as you can see, the moment that's done, 154 started. So now I don't know who's spawning here. I know it's either Kuba or Kaisen. And in this corner, I know it's, oh crap, I can't remember the human's name. Or the Eldritch monster. Anyway, this is human guy or some Eldritch monster. We'll see. We'll see who he has. Okay, Bloodlord Thelanos. And that Eldritch dude who is red and angry. Okay, so again, what I tend to do is I attack Bloodlord Thelanos first because he's slow. Again, always attack slow things first because that will allow these fast moving guys to come at me. So now I'll be dealing, so now my AoE will be affecting all three. So I'll show you what I mean. Okay, but there we go. So now, wait, they're all there, all clumped around me. Right, perfect. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention that in that spawn site there in 154, you can occasionally get ancient armor, and if you do, you have to kill those guys first because they will heal up Nemesis and all these other buttheads you're trying to kill. Okay, wave 155. I don't remember off the top of my head. Oh yeah, okay, wave 155. You have Ishtok the Mind Reaper, or Alostera, I can never pronounce her name, spawning here. And I'm not quite sure what's the most efficient way of dealing with this wave because okay, right off the bat you have to kill Ishtok the Mind Reaper first. No questions asked because he'll do his Shadow Clone Jutsu and spawn more of himself if you don't, which makes it a big pain in the ass to find the right one. But the thing is, you get a lot of stragglers in these two corners, right? And I'll show you what I mean. It's kind of hard to efficiently hurt them all together. So like if anyone has suggestions here, that'd be greatly appreciated. Okay, so I'm gonna, okay. Nice. Okay, and they're more or less dead. Okay, now in 156, okay, you're gonna have the Stone Basilisk, Laria the Hexer, and Genexia, I think. And you're gonna have a bunch of random spawns here. Okay, now the worst spawn you can get here are Ugdenbach golems because they're slow, right? And a quick word about these other three. I'm not sure what they call bosses. Yeah, these other three boss spawns is that I personally try and attack Genexia first because Laria, I think, and the Stone Basilisk, they move pretty fast. Like she can blink to you. So again, if I'm attacking this one, this chick right here, and the other two are coming to me, my AOE will now be attacking all three. Whereas if I'm attacking this guy right here, and Genexia is just standing there in a corner attacking me, like I'm not gonna be hitting her at all. So I'm gonna try and check out if there are golems there. Okay, so there are no golems here, which isn't too bad. Okay, where are they? So I kind of messed that up. So what I try to do, and which I didn't do in that case actually, is to end 154 here, so I can always check out what spawns I have here. Right, instead I ended here, wasted the time traveling, so that's going to add to my clear time. Okay. Nothing really special with this wave, I'm just going to clear it up. And honestly, to those people who doesn't think that Eye of Reckoning is broken, oh, it's so broken. Okay, again, nothing special about this wave. Okay, so just a quick word, we're in 158 now, which means that in 159 we're gonna have the Sentinel spawning. Okay, we're gonna have the Sentinel spawning here in the next wave. We're gonna have that either that overgrown, I think it's an overgrown cockroach looking thing here, right? We're gonna have, I can never remember the freaking names. Okay, we'll see who we got. Okay. Okay, the backbreaker guy, or does this, when they go looking things, something the screecher, or you can also get a bunch of those new eldritch monsters spawning there. In the middle, you can either get Okaloth, the messenger, or you can get Gobblethune. Okay, okay, this is a little bit tricky. What I'd like to do first is to take out the Sentinel, because his acid breath reduces your damage, and the last thing I want is to have reduced damage when taking on 160. Right? Anyway, the most dangerous thing that you can have here actually is Gobblethune, because his fissure can shotgun you. Everest Marrow Mill or whatever is also pretty annoying because she attacks from range and she's really slow and really hard to spot. Okay, so that's it. Margle the Rotting. That's what I meant by the overgrown cockroach, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna mention a quick word on 160. Now, the slowest nemesis tends to spawn here. Because I'm buffed, I am going to attack this person here first, again with the hopes of bringing faster moving enemies to me, so my AoE can take care of them. Oh, great, okay, it's Maiden. So I'm going to be playing a little more carefully now, because I know Ghoul is down. Apparently I don't really need to play carefully at all. Well, okay, I just want to mention something really quick too. I'm not sure if you saw that, but this is what I mean by using mobility runes defensively / aggressively. So you can see I saw Alexander's meteor coming, and out of reflex I just blinked aside, dodging it, and immediately blitz back in to keep up my DPS as much as possible. Where's the... Is there... Huh.